Well, it's a real pleasure to be joined with Ross Hinter, who is the education coordinator with the Alberta Trappers Association. And Ross, we're talking a little bit about some basic skills someone should have before heading out into the bush. And maybe one of the biggest is keeping your head if you think you've become lost.
Yeah, exactly. That's I don't know if you've ever experienced it. I went through it deer hunting, following a deer that was so close that I didn't imagine that it would take me that far into the bush, and I got turned around on a very drab day with no markings, and it was quite a frightening experience. And I've been in the bush all my life, so I think that was a wake-up call for me. I've had 2 other incidences where I've got myself turned around, so I think it's something that everybody should be aware of. In our boreal forest, it can change so quickly, go from a beautiful sunny day like this into a horrible, rainy, scary time.
So what is the first step? If I guess acknowledging that you are lost?
Yeah, that's a big one, and that's what we teach, is that we have a youth program, we even mention it to the youth, is it's acceptance that you are turned around and actually saying it out loud to yourself. I've got myself lost. And from there, planning that this is going to be your home for the next either several hours or even overnight. That's the plan. So admitting it to yourself is big.
So what are the steps involved in becoming visible in a very dense environment?
I think ribbon is something that we really advocate. So trappers use ribbon to mark things. They mark their sets, they mark trails, things like that. Anyway, they have the ribbon with them. So we teach, even advise our youth to do that. And that way, once they realize that they're in that situation, instead of getting lost further, they flag, and we like to call it ground zero. So this is going to be ground zero. We don't want to get further lost. So we would take ribbon and we would flag out approximately, let's say 40 feet, 30 to 40 feet in a complete circle, because we're lost. We don't know which way they're coming. We want to make sure that at head level, there's ribbon there. And as a grandfather, if my grandchildren were lost, I would be so excited to see that ribbon all over, because that would give me hope and help me to, well, you can think about it as a grandfather or as a father or a mother. If you see all of that ribbon, you know something's up.
So the ribbon, I would imagine, would give you as the person lost a little bit of comfort in knowing, okay, I can maybe start to expand, because maybe I have to go out and get firewood. Exactly. Maybe I have to go find water. So it gives you a sense of comfort knowing you're not going to get re-lost.
That's exactly what it is. And that's what we think about due to experiences of other people that weren't so lucky. I think that's the whole thing. And then when they decide next they're going to gather a little bit of firewood or whatever they need, they're not going to get mixed up again. So they've got ground zero. That is their new yard. That's their new home. And while they're away, they can see the ribbon and they can go back to it. That's exactly what it is.
So a basic thing to maybe have in your pack when you head out is a piece of or a roll of marking tape that you can easily put onto a tree. Ross Hinter with the Alberta Trappers, thanks so much. Some great advice.
Thank you.